health, performance, and security of your network supports your overall equipment effectiveness, your OEE. Introducing Operational Network Effectiveness, one from Agilix Solutions. One evaluates network health and performance and device security posture. Stay tuned as we highlight several network best practices.
My name is Ted Davis. I'm the Industrial Networking Specialist at Agilix Solutions. How to avoid a big industrial network traffic jam. Industrial network traffic jams are usually the indicator that the reliability and the scalability of your industrial network is no longer in sync with the process communication needs. The process traffic is more than the bandwidth that's needed to accommodate the data flow between the devices and the operators. So what commonly happens is that we have an aggregation point, a parameter or a recipe is changed, or there's a design constraint where we have to collect more data as the product is being produced, and it adds data to the flow. We have not went back to the network and verified that the pipes that flow between the devices or switch to switch are large enough to accommodate that data flow. So the traffic jam occurs. Traffic jams is one of those things, but usually what I can look at is 4 or 5 different items on the switches, and I can tell if a traffic jam is occurring. One of those is drop packets. The other one is corrupted packets. Corrupted packets is where we have a link that is no longer going by what I would call a safe conduit. So we have EMI present or something like that, and it's corrupting the packets. It generates errors. So we have drop packets and they have to be retransmitted. That adds more traffic to the links, and it then creates our traffic jam. It just keeps getting worse and worse. The other items that contribute to traffic jams are half-duplex devices. Half-duplex devices are older technology, but something new comes along and it's a new constraint in our process. And it's aged out a device in our network where we have to step back and say, this device needs to be upgraded. That gets rid of the likelihood of having to retransmit a packet. There's another item that can cause or contribute to traffic jams, and that's what I call old logic in a process. So as our process evolves with time, some devices get added, some of them get deleted. But if we don't update the process logic for deleted items, the processor or the PLC is constantly trying to establish communications to that device that's no longer present. It's called an ARP. ARP traffic is just an added data flow onto our already constrained pipe. So when we go in and look at a process, we're going to look at drop packets, which is telling us that the pipe is too small, errors, which is causing retransmissions, and then lastly, do we have outdated logic on our PLC that's trying to establish communications to a device that's no longer part of the process? All of those indicators will tell me how severe the traffic jam is and what my remediation path is to fix the process so it can have a network that will support the data flow constraints that needs to make the process successful. If any of these things sound familiar, you need a network assessment. Please contact us to get the process started.